we are live. So, I am joined by Blaze, and
Yes.
today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be taking a look at some gameplay that I have recorded here yesterday. That is yesterday, September 17th for me. So, this is not old footage by any means. Um, so what we are going to be talking about today is kind of a boogeyman of a subject. There's this theory. Well, it's more of a conspiracy theory, I think.
Yes, it is. It is 100%.
There's this theory that a lot of people believe it too. That low-level players get some sort of advantage. They say that this game has some sort of auto-balancing feature that grants low-level accounts an advantage over higher-level accounts. So I would assume that means the lower your level is, the more overpowered you are, and the higher you grow in level, the less and less overpowered you become. So what I am doing here is I am using a low-level account. It's not level 1, but it's not even level 100. It's like still in the 70s. And what we are looking at here is a lockdown on Crimson Base where both teams are pretty much full of level 400s on both sides. So with this theory stating that given that I'm not a level 400, I should be able to take down the level 400s on the other side with ease. I should be able to survive their hits easily. And there's also some other things that this conspiracy theory would like to have you believe, and that is the fact that in Countdown, like the low levels apparently add more time than
Oh,
higher
oh no.
levels. They respawn faster than higher
Oh,
levels, and
possibly.
they they get more points in
No.
overdrive than
Oh
higher
my.
levels.
What am I hearing?
Uh, you're hearing
What in the
the
world? What did I just hear?
the common belief system of a lot of people on this game, and
No way.
yeah, today we're gonna find
All right.
out if this holds any weight or not. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Let's
Oh
see
boy.
just how much the game auto balances in my favor.
Oh boy.
And you can see, right, Blaze?
Yes.
Okay,
I
good.
mean, I can clearly see you're jumping in the air.
Okay.
Otter didn't die,
Yeah.
but it looks like you're about to die, and you just did.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
you didn't
just
get saved. You just got rammed into a tree.
yeah, I got killed by a level 400. So I guess
You should be immune to level 400s.
I should be able to just like walk past level 400s and they should just drop dead by just looking at them, I suppose.
Your stare alone would reduce them to ashes.
Well, let's look at the team here. Like, let's look at their team here. They've got a level 8 on their team in a blade, so that level 8 on their team should, I guess, by the theory's logic, that level 8 should be the most lethal thing in the game. Or
It
in this game, I should say.
should be destroying everything.
Yeah, a level 8 in a blade should be destroying all these cars and trucks and that one charger. Well, that's actually not on against him. Never mind about the charger, but he should be
Be
killing
destroying
us
you.
effortlessly.
It should, in fact, that level 8 should be walking all of you through the
That
track.
yeah, that level 8 should be obliterating us.
Oh, he just slugged you, and you didn't survive.
No,
What is?
that level 400 just ended me in one hit. And I guess while we're at that, on this subject of being killed, let's see just how long it takes for me to respawn. I am not level
You might
400,
want.
so let's see how
You
long
might
this
want to.
takes.
You actually want to go back to your first one too.
Yeah, we'll go back to another one where I don't have a rec cam.
Yeah.
So, but we got to take this frame by frame here. Alright, so I am now dead, and it is 1 minute and 2 seconds in. So let's see how long it takes for me to respawn, dealing with the replay.
Zone captured.
Yeah, the rec cam of you being destroyed.
By level 400.
Oh yeah. That's
In
it.
one hit. Okay, so it is now 1:15.
It's another like 14 seconds or something like that.
About 14 seconds, and that was with a rec cam.
Or
Zone.
the one before. I don't. That didn't have a rec cam. That did the one before.
No, it didn't.
Zone captured.
No, I mean your first takedown, the one where you got slammed to the tree.
Yeah, that one didn't have a rec cam.
Zone.
I got killed in one hit again.
That's right.
Let's see if that took longer, if this takes longer than, like, 14 seconds. I gotta rewind this just a little bit. Okay, frame by frame again. I'm now dead, and it is
No, he
1:37.
hasn't even touched you yet, and you're dead.
Yeah, he hasn't even hit me yet, but I'm dead. Go figure. Autobalance, you failed me. So it's 1:37. Let's see how long it takes.
Zone.
There's 14 seconds. It should be at 1:54 if you said 1:37.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take it frame by frame. Okay, I'm now respawning. It's 1:51.
Oh no, 150. Yeah, I got the math wrong. Is it? Yeah, 151.
So did that take another like
That's
14 seconds?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
twice.
screwed up the math. So 14 seconds. Yeah, 151, 137. The difference is 14. No
So-
change. No change in the time that you are out of action.
Yeah, 14 seconds.
You haven't killed anything yet.
No, I haven't. And I blow up.
You land and blow up.
Yeah,
Oh, this. How long does this one take?
let's find out. I was not vulnerable and I blew up, by the way.
That's right.
Let's take that frame by frame here. Apologies for my throat being all scratchy. This is like the 6th time we've had to record this. Okay, I'm now dead. So 207.
Okay. Let's find out.
Okay, I'm about to respawn. Let's take it frame by frame. 214.
No, half the time of actually being wrecked by somebody else.
Yeah, being wrecked takes 14, and wrecking yourself without being wrecked by somebody else took 7.
Yep.
Zone lost.
Fake outs do not count. Baits do not count. Those are actual things credited to the opposing player.
Holy, look at that lag.
Zone.
This enforcer is really just what? That enforcer didn't even hit you. In fact, it didn't even touch you after the first, second hit.
I guess that was the auto balance, or maybe that was just, I don't know, maybe it was just lag. Because look at Look at everybody, like teammates, opponents, like everybody's like, you know, spazzing out, even in the air. Like, look at this Titan. Look at that Titan. He's just spazzing out in the air. I'm pretty sure this is my connection.
Hey, your teammate just took flight as well. Wait, where's your... Where? Okay.
I just died again. By a level 400, by the way.
And it's a buggy, a lighter vehicle than your car.
This auto balance is not helping me survive any hits. Except for that, I guess that enforcer, but I mean, come on, give me a break. He wasn't even hitting me on my end.
That guy is still a cloud. You haven't even killed anybody.
No, I
You
haven't.
you haven't taken anyone down.
No, and everyone that's hit me has killed me in one hit.
Well, there's that too, but you haven't actually wrecked anybody. So there's that as well. If this argument of auto balance or low level nonsense that is being propagated is supposed to hold some merit, you should have been destroying people. Excuse me. What?
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't
that's
know.
one without a rec cam.
Yeah,
That's
there
one
was
without a rec cam.
there was no rec cam, so let's see how long it takes to respawn without a rec cam.
And that's also going to apply to the very first time he gets wrecked in this video. Which is, that was all the way in the beginning.
The one where I got hit into a tree.
Yep, that did not have a rec cam as well.
I guess I started frame by frame a little too far back. Oh well.
It's fine, well, we'll see. Because you clearly also did not get touched.
No, I didn't. Okay, I'm now dead. And it is 420.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
420. Yeah, let's carry on.
Yeah, please.
So this is without a rec cam. Alright.
You gotta go back.
Yeah, I need to go back to where I actually respawned.
420, and I've not ever noticed a difference in respawn time. So it should be 434.
Okay, I'm about to respawn. Let's see if I'm 434 or somewhere close to that calculation. $434. Look at that.
Okay, there is no difference whether or not you get a rec cam.
So the only way to respawn faster is if you just take yourself down.
Yep. Baited and fake outs do not count.
Those are
Right.
those count as someone killing you.
Yep.
So that's the end of that one. Yeah, so everyone that I, fought with, they took me down in one hit. I didn't take a single person down.
No, you didn't. All we saw was you getting destroyed.
Trying to bring up the rest of them. So let's move on to the next file here.
Well, was the other thing that was propagated was the faster respawn time. So you're non-level 400.
Yeah,
Right.
We'll have to see how fast I respawn as a level 400. In fact, before we get sidetracked, let's actually
We'll just keep that in mind. 14 seconds when you're killed by somebody else.
Alright, so now what we are going to do is we are going to look at my level 400 account and see how long it takes for me to respawn when I'm level 400. So,
So 14 when you are wrecked by somebody, and 7 when you wreck yourself, not including fake outs or baits.
Yeah, And that was not being a level 400. So let's see how
Yeah.
long it takes when I am level 400. We are going to refer to my video against the Spanish team, and well, this won't be hard to find. Oh god, that's really loud. This won't be hard to find instances of me dying. Anytime Maka got near me, I died. And I know where my first death was too, so let me just go to it. Right here.
Oh, looks like surrounded by people.
Yeah, I'm surrounded. Okay, I'm now dead, and it is 1 hour 43:21. So if it's 14 seconds, we just gotta add 14 to 21.
14. Yep. It will be 35. And it better be 35. Because it rec with rec cam, rec without rec cam is no different. Then, regardless across the levels.
Zone.
35. Look at that. You're about to respawn right now.
35.
Yes,
Yep.
you are.
Was that with the rat cam or no?
That was no rec cam.
So no rat cam as a level 400. It still only took 14 seconds to respawn.
Captured.
Let's go up ahead here where I accidentally kill myself.
That's 37. You're wrecked at 15. Is
Let's
it?
see.
Captured.
Gotta take it frame by frame again.
Yep, you hit it at 15.
Okay, I'm now dead. My heads-up display is gone. So it was 15 seconds right there. So let's see how long it takes.
144.15. So you should respawn at 144.22.
This was not being killed by anybody but myself.
Yes. You're about to respawn.
Yeah,
you go.
144.22. So, as a level 400, killing yourself only takes 7 seconds to respawn.
Yes, the same as a non-level 400.
The same as a non-level 400, yes. Let's see if there's any with me being killed without a respawn. I know where another death was, I just need to see. Does this one have a
No.
ret
No.
cam? No, it
No
doesn't.
rec cam.
Okay, gotta fast forward. Gotta find one where I have a rat cam.
Zone lost.
Let's see.
Wow.
Nope,
No.
that's not a rat cam either. Okay. Let's see, I'm dead here.
Yeah, it's a rec. There's no rec cam.
No rat cam on that one either, huh?
No.
New
And
zone.
you
Okay.
probably have to go to one of the previous matches.
Yeah, that was my last death of this, so let's see if I can find one where I have a rat cam. I know there was one where I got crushed on Big Dune. Let's find it. Let's go to the start of that Big Dune lockdown. I'm dead. But is there a rat cam?
No. Fake out. Okay.
Nope, no rat cam.
Fake out has to be if you're in front of the opponent.
Okay, that was me killing myself. Okay, crushed. Is there a kill camera? No, no red cam. Okay.
You have to cross check every round then.
Supercharged. But is there a rat cam?
No, doesn't look like it.
No rat cam. God.
Okay.
Report a hit and run. Copy?
No rat cam.
You gotta cross-examine every match.
Oh, finally!
Oh, there we
rat
go.
cam. There's a rat cam.
Ah.
Let's see. Okay, so that was Shadow killing me. This has a rat cam, so let's go to where I'm actually dead. We know when I'm dead when the heads-up display disappears.
Ah, Shadow tilts his vehicle back. He knows about the reach extension too. Okay, you're done. Your heads-up display has disappeared at 108.41.
So the seconds is at 41 seconds. So if it's 14 seconds, then there is no difference between having the ret cam and not. So let's see if this takes 14 seconds. What would the time be if it's 41?
Is that 14 of 4? It will be 55.
So I should be respond by the 55-second mark.
Yes. Okay.
55.
Oh, there you go.
You got it. Okay, so as a level 400, it made no difference whether you kill yourself, you get taken down, and you get taken down with the ret camera. It's still 14 seconds with or without a ret camera, regardless if you're level 400 or not. It still was 14 seconds, and when you wreck yourself, it's 7 seconds.
7.
You guys see the proof right there on that one. Yeah, enough said on that one. We are going to go back to my VLC recording files, so we'll start up another recording and we'll be right back there. Okay, so we are back to my recordings on my low-level account. This time we are going to be looking at a countdown to see whether or not it's true if low levels gain more time than higher levels.
Excuse me? What? Is
Yeah.
this what? Low levels add more time?
Apparently so. The low levels add more time. For Autobalance?
No. Cars and trucks are faster through the gates. They will add more time because of that. Buggies and bikes are slower. They will add less time since they're traversing through the gates slower.
And there's also the fact that they have to avoid getting hit because they're much weaker.
There's that too. But I mean, if they are there, because they may not be there half the time because they're slower.
Right. So
I mean, on tracks where there's a lot of tight turning, they will traverse through those particular gates, faster pace.
yeah.
Since buggies are more maneuverable, but that's it. That's on track with, those specific set of tight turns.
We're talking like your Glory Dams, your Jadoras, Osprey Park.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, isn't it? Maybe Blast Pit.
You see, Blast Pit.
But
Sanctuary Shore has only one.
no,
And that's it.
I thought this would be common knowledge, but I guess, it warrants being stated that the first person through the gate adds more time than anybody else going through it. So, if you're the first person going through the gates, then you're going to be adding more time than everyone else will be.
Yeah. The differences are minute as you go back one at a time from player to player crossing through the gates, but it will be more noticeable when you look at the first person crossing the gate and versus the 12th person crossing the gate.
Yeah.
Now, generally, there will be some things that will counterbalance that, whether everyone's in a pack drafting each other, or one person's way in the front and the last person or the last people are way in the back. There's fodder. Tons of fodder. The person in the front has no fodder and will be moving slower.
The first person has to really
But
manage the boost.
Those are situational.
So right now I'm not able to hold the front. I got too many opponents behind me that can.
You got a whole swarm of opponents.
Yeah, I have to relinquish the front, so now their timer should be going up now, while those trucks are holding the front. Also,
What in
that
the world is
charger,
that Charger doing?
that was a laggy charger, and I survived it. And I don't believe that charger was a level 400. In fact, I think that charger was lower level than me. So, yeah, where's that
And the
auto balance
information
kicking in?
next time the information comes up, we will examine this.
Yeah. Oh,
There
look,
we go.
there's the info right there. So, yeah, that
But
person in the charger was level 14. I was level 75, so he should have he should have just demolished me easily because he should be the most lethal thing in this lobby, that level 14, with his auto balance
that's
and
right.
his
He's the
hitbox and
lowest.
stuff.
He's the lowest. He's the lowest level in this lobby.
Yeah, he should be the most threatening thing. Automatically just kills everything he
He
hits.
should have just. He should have destroyed you.
He should
I,
have.
I mean, if this lower level thing is a thing, then he should have a hitbox the size of freaking Texas, just blowing away everything that he touches.
Texas. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I get it why you said that, because Chargers are bulls and Texas. I get it.
Oh,
I see
wow.
what you. I
Whatever.
get why you said that.
Dude, that blade just went up in the air and then just went back down like nothing. Wow.
But you see, their timer is going up because they've got two fast vehicles holding the front.
In the front, yeah.
I'm the first one, like on my team up there, but I've got like no boost.
Something else to notice is that the other team is running two slow vehicles. You have only one.
Yeah, two is greater than one. Two slower vehicles is worse
They
than
got
one slow
they got
vehicle.
a bike and a buggy. Your team just had one bike.
Oh, look at that! That charger, that same charger, just got dunked and killed instantly by a level 400 and a dynamo. The 400 killed that charger.
And that charger just exploded again.
He died instantly.
Yeah.
Now, some
Oh
people
yeah,
might
you
be
guys won that
wondering.
round.
Some people might be wondering why we won it because they had two fast vehicles in the front, but two fast vehicles in the front won't be enough to save them if the rest of their team are not hitting gates or if they're dying.
Yep.
You could frontline and never see an opponent, and you could still lose if the rest of your team does not hit gates. Countdown, you absolutely cannot carry in Countdown solo.
Pretty much, you can't. It doesn't matter how fast you traverse the gates.
There's still a deficit.
It doesn't amount to enough if even like two people in your team are just not hitting gates at all. Zero or
So,
very little.
there's just something that I think bears, mentioning is that I'm the only one up in the front right now. None of my other teammates are. I'm the only one
In a truck.
in a truck. Yeah, fast vehicle for this track. I'm the only one up front, and I'm the first one through the gates. So, it would stand to make sense that I would be adding the most time. Now, usually, if the losing team in Countdown is like down by 2 points, the timer will be more lenient on them. But this time they had slow vehicles and they had people leaving the lobby.
I mean, that's if the leniency does happen. And it's a coin flip. It's a coin flip on when it happens.
Yeah,
But
because
whether or not it happens, it doesn't. It's not enough if the same thing's happening. The vehicles team is not hitting gates or just packing too many slow vehicles.
yeah, and in the opponent's case, there, half
Half
their
of the
team
team
left,
is
and two of the three that are real people are in slow vehicles. Even Pope and Bumblebee as the only one who can realistically add time with speed, and that's not gonna cut it. It's not.
Yeah.
Bots,
They're RNG.
they're just completely RNG as to whether or not they're gonna get to the front and hold it and go through the gates.
Yeah,
So as for the
because the bots pathing is very RNG.
yeah, now the reason why some people may be wondering, if some people are wondering why I was the MVP, because we're talking about the speed of the vehicles, cars and trucks. Like my team is clearly also cars and trucks. But the reason why I got MVP is because I was the first one through the gates. That's why.
Yeah, you're the first one through the majority of the gates.
Yeah,
In a
I
truck.
hit 96
In a
gates.
truck.
I hit 96 gates in a fast vehicle, and I was the first one to hit those 96 gates on my team.
Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah, pretty much.
you
I
know,
didn't even
if
see your teammates like ahead of you.
yeah, so if Appleseed was the first one, like if Appleseed did what I did, or Giselle, or any of these on my team, if any of them, we could have switched places and they would have been MVP, hands
No,
down.
the bot on your team could have done the
Well,
same thing. Been
if the
MVP.
if the bot went through the gates, if it
Yeah, it's
wanted to.
hard.
But as for this low levels, adding more time, that level 14 didn't that level 14 did not add the most time on his team. He should have
That,
had the game should have
that
auto
level, that
balanced
level
him.
14, that level 14 should be adding like 10 seconds every time it crosses a gate. Okay.
Yeah, just
Maybe I'm
saying
exaggerating, but you get the idea.
saying auto balance they add more time is just a completely it's a completely it's a grossly misleading um, statement that it really ignores all the intricacies and nuances that is countdown. It took us years to figure out countdown, but I guess better late than never.
Yeah.
So, like I said, any of them in a car and a truck, or a car or truck on my team could have easily been MVP if they were the first one holding the front. But
And it was the first one on your team crossing the gates. All
yeah,
the
if they were the first one through all the gates like I was. And yeah, the level 14 in a slow vehicle did not become the MVP on his team. So
also didn't want to touch you when he jittered everywhere on that jumper next to you.
yeah, on top of that, he didn't actually kill me. So was that auto balance, or could it maybe be the fact that he's got a red connection, and so he's got lag, he's got desync? Maybe that had something to do with it. But
Yeah.
what was it, you guys?
Yes.
Was it auto balance, or was it a bad connection? Because you're
No.
lower level
No.
than me.
No. Bad connection. No. Bad connection.
Yeah, maybe the most maybe the most determining thing in how the balance swings is, dare I say it, lag.
I don't know.
Maybe the lag, maybe the desync, maybe
Lag.
the suboptimal connection. Maybe that has something to do with tipping the balance in
Yes.
your favor.
Yes.
Your level, not so much, because that's a level 14. Um, anyways, let's move on to let's see, this was a lockdown. We already covered a lockdown, though. Let's move on to another one. Let's move on to an overdrive and see just how much truth there is to whether or not, low levels get more points in overdrive.
Oh no.
We'll bring.
This. It over here too. No way.
Oh yeah, it apparently infects all the modes. So,
Oh.
anyways, we
Oh.
we're gonna start up another recording for overdrive, and we will be right back in just a second. And we are back to hopefully put the final nail in the coffin. That is this honestly ridiculous conspiracy theory, and that is to see if low levels get more points than level 400s. Blaze, can you see?
Yes.
Okay.
I can see. Oh.
Immediately killed by a non-level 400. Just throwing that out there. Also, it should be noted, I am not actually trying on this overdrive. I just want to see the point system. I'm not actually playing to win. And the reason why I went with the Interceptor instead of the Enforcer is because I didn't want to have to stay back and swing at fodder vehicles and go at low speeds to swing fodder vehicles. I wanted to go at full speed just to see how fast I can get a 5-star combo going at high speeds. Oh, I survived a hit. Must be
Yes,
the
sir.
Autobalance, right?
Oh my god.
Okay, so I've now got 5 stars. Let's see the exact number. Let's frame by frame this. Let's take it one frame at a time. Okay, so 534 is what it took for me to get my first 5-star combo.
It's dictated on speed as well. The speed of your vehicle.
Because like it's the first round, you don't start moving at full speed right away.
Yeah. You're not moving at the full speed you would be moving at if you were like already lapping the track. Like versus when you start, you're starting at like moderate speed. Versus when you've already completed the lap, you're the same spot, you're moving faster. Because you're moving faster than when you were when you first started.
I rushed there just to get rid of it, just to get rid of my rush. Again, I'm not actually trying to win this. I am completely experimenting. Now, I may be moving fast or having some good speed, but I don't really have the boost. I'm having to feather my boost and manage it.
And also, as a note, people, driving across water will also slow down your vehicle. Doesn't matter what vehicle. Well, the heavier vehicles will be affected less, but they are still slowed down. Driving across water.
And uphills, but not as much as water.
Yeah, water impacts it better.
So that took 538 to get 4 stars or 5 stars.
Now, I will say if you didn't drive across water, it would have been in the 540s. But still, like, that proves my point, because you were already moving. When you lapped, you were moving faster than when you first started.
And
I know
notice too that
bikes can 5-star under 500, but it's still less than what you did. You did not destroy that dynamo, and you get one-shotted by this.
yeah, that was me interacting with 2 level 400s. Again, Autobalance. I should have killed that dynamo I hit, and I should have survived the hit that killed me.
Yes. I don't know. Who is propagating? You know what? Don't even answer that. I'm saying who is propagating this low levels nonsense, but they gotta stop. They gotta, please stop looking for any excuses to your shortcomings.
It's become more of a communal failure at this point, I think.
Communal? Wait, what?
Well,
What is it?
as it's by and large a belief held by many people within the ONRUSH community.
Okay. By the ONRUSH. No. Okay. So the majority of, at least the majority of the community is on board with this?
Well, I don't know the numbers exactly, but the ones that wield the most influence and authority do.
Okay. That's... Giselle has destroyed you.
I was
Well,
going slow.
you were going slow, which makes sense. Wait, isn't Giselle a 400
Yeah,
too?
shouldn't Giselle
And,
have just shouldn't Giselle have hit me and just blown up instantly?
well, yeah.
I'm a she's a 400. I'm not. So shouldn't she have just blown up?
Yeah.
Oh look, I got one. There's the auto balance, right?
Well, yeah. Poppin, Bumblebee. What?
Yeah, my teammate bumped me, and I hit that
But,
pillar.
yeah, he should not have done that. Well, Poppin should not have gotten credit for that because, well, in fact, he made you vulnerable when you drove up to him.
Yeah, because he made me vulnerable, he got the credit for my teammate hitting me into a pillar.
Okay.
So, yeah, at this point, you know, I'm just gonna switch to a bike now because I think I've seen enough basically with how many stars or how many points it takes to get 5 stars. So I want to see just what
It's
the outlaw can do.
it's under 500, and it's because it's a slower vehicle.
It may be a slower vehicle, but you
Isn't
know,
that Giselle's Interceptor that just hit you?
yeah.
Okay, Poppin.
I mean, I don't know how the auto balance is supposed to affect the nature of a bike colliding with anything else.
Including other bikes.
Oh, there's the auto
Yes,
balance right there, huh?
Giselle? What in the world is that?
Well, Giselle, let's see what happens here. I hit her. Looks like I hit just behind her front tire, but
You hit her door.
I hit her door to
You
front tire.
interacted with her. You interacted with her door.
I interacted with her door, not her front end. So that's why just the momentum shoved me, but it didn't damage me. But no, I'm sure that was just the auto balance on plays.
I mean,
It had nothing to do
you're a bike,
with
so it doesn't matter.
it had nothing to do with potential desync of positions, right?
Well, when you get T-boned by a bike pretty hard, it will make your car vulnerable.
Also, look at that. Look at that nice 90-degree turn in the air. Definitely no desync in play, right?
Why does it look like what the fucking UAVs do in Ace Combat 7? That is not that's like thrust vectoring bullshit right there.
So yeah, that interaction with Giselle, that had nothing to do with desync. It was all because, you know, she's a level 400 and I'm not. Definitely no desync in play, right, Blaze? I mean, come on, does that 90-degree turn in the air lie? This is sarcasm, by the way. I know I don't speak in a lot of videos, and you know, people probably can't tell my voice when I'm being sarcastic, but this is sarcasm coming from me.
Okay, so you are amounting points now.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, I've 5-starred under 500 in bikes, and that's because it's a slower vehicle. So it actually gathers points slower than a car or a truck. You are almost 5 stars and you're not even close to 500. See, there you go.
Let's see exactly how many points that took. Let's frame by frame that. Alright, so
Right?
467. Under
467.
500.
Yes, and that's because it's the speed of the vehicle. The speed of the vehicle. The slower the vehicle, the less it's gathering. Because, and this is something we weren't the first ones to point this out. It was Kazi Mack, for those who remember. He was the first one to point this out. The slower vehicles will actually gather points slower, and it's the same as when they're rushing. They're moving slower. They're going to be gathering points slower.
Yeah. So that's why, like, when an outlaw is rushing and it's, braking and swerving around trying to drain everybody, that's why it's going to earn less points than some dynamos rushing full speed ahead combined together.
Yes.
The more speed you go with, the more points you get.
Yep.
That applies when you're rushing too, and it applies when you're boosting.
Yeah, when you're boosting normally.
The reason why I needed less points to get a 5-star combo with my outlaw is because I was able to keep my outlaw going at top speed much more like consistently than I was with my interceptor, because the interceptor I had to keep feathering my boost and managing it, while the outlaw it's a bike, it's a self-loading vehicle. It generates its own boost by tricks and can flip and whatnot.
Yeah.
So because I was able to generate my own boost, I was able to keep my outlaw going at top speed, which is why it took less points to get 5 stars.
Yeah, but even then, it's a slower vehicle. Anyway.
Yeah, it would gain. It would take longer. I think it would take longer to gain points in a solo outlaw than it would for two dynamos just driving constantly side by side each other at full speed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just one of the dynamos individually would be gathering more points.
yeah. So
It's solo boosting, yes.
I really hope that we've made our case here, and if there is more to be said regarding this Autobalance conspiracy theory, we'll be sure to bring it up. But this conspiracy theory about low levels getting an unfair advantage, it really holds no weight. The only thing that ever tips the balance in any way, shape, or form is desync, or just having a bad connection, a suboptimal connection.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your level really has nothing to do with it. As you could see from this gameplay here, my connection was bad. It was bad. Teammates were lagging, fodder was lagging, opponents were heavily desynced for me. Like, this was just bad. This is me as a low level playing with a bad connection. And it didn't benefit me at all in any way, shape, or form.
No, it didn't.
So this whole auto balance thing,
No, it's nonsense. There's no difference. None, regardless of the level.
yeah, the respawn time is exactly the same whether or not you're a level 400 or not. So the amount of time you get in countdown is based on the vehicle and what position you are in. And as for the points, it's all based on how fast you're going.
Yeah, it's yeah. These things on countdown and overdrive are speed based.
Yeah, speed based. And I think we've covered pretty much just about all the talking points that needed to be said. Hopefully this will put to rest this so ridiculous theory. Like, we may as well say, having a certain gaming chair gives you an advantage at this point.
No gaming chair. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's the gaming chair meme.
Yeah, it's just a gaming chair, you know. You use a certain gaming chair, it gives you an advantage. Oh God,
Oh man.
this has been tiring to go through, but this was not the first, attempt to record all this, so it really does get mentally draining having to go through this. And honestly, like, I'm really, it's really like, I don't even know how to describe it. Just the fact that so many people who play this game for years actually believe this. Like, I honestly feel that they should know better by this point. But, you know, I,
Really, you guys really have to really in-depth study each gameplay mechanic in each mode and each vehicle. Please,
please,
please, please stop finding excuses for any of the shortcomings that happen in game, and just study in depth, please.
hmm and please, before you believe anything that anybody says, always remember, with with great claims, it requires great evidence. I believe that's a quote actually, like extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, something along those lines.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. This is our evidence, and yeah, we'll be waiting. If anyone thinks otherwise, feel free to challenge us. We can talk in party, or we can review any evidence submitted. We'll we'll get to the bottom of this. Um, but this is our evidence. Hopefully, this sheds some light on a unfortunately pervasive, you know, mindset that lingers for years on this community.
Uh,
Anyways, is there anything else you need to add, Blaze?
no,
All right.
just no more. Please stop making excuses
Yes,
for any
please.
failures, shortcomings. Yeah, just stop.
Yes, please. Let's just play. Just play. You know, the ONRUSH community is small enough as it is. We don't need to ostracize more people. And that's me saying this too, ostracizing people. So let that sink in for a moment there.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Anyways. So anyways, until next time.